charge this on your net today. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this right now. Fucking cold ass water.
Very cold. Got a little bit of a late start this morning. The sun's just peeking up. We need to hit a store today and buy a few staples. The beaver just walked out of the little oasis. Last time I came through here, this place was packed with all kinds of beautiful people. The name of the beach is Nacho Beach. It's a pretty clever way of saying no trespassing. Look at those two lovebirds.
There's some pretty shallow logs right here.
I wonder what their romance story is. There's 3 sets of them here. Alright, I gotta go.
Alright, let's hit it up. He said after the bridge on the right.
Right hand side.
Can we drag those boats so high? Fuck it, I'm gonna leave my wallet on me, dude.
Looking for a camp spot. Hopefully that's it. The river is just incredible right now. So in campsite selection, we tried this because we saw all this flat spot. It is a road to a great lookout. And there's a little lagoon right here. But we've decided that we don't like this campsite. So we're gonna paddle into the dark, it looks like. That stuff smells. And then being on the road, and especially with all the trash that we're seeing and broken beer bottles, we'd probably not be very remote. Kind of trying to not get muddy.
Woo, dog!
Pro status.
Like a little fucking spider monkey.
Yeah. That's my first thought. The shoes that both of us are wearing are the, what are they called? Exeros?
Yeah.
Exeros sandals. And they're great because you can wear socks and keep your feet dry. And then also they dry really quickly. We are thinking that this is going to be home. Lots of firewood. And it doesn't have a real, or it doesn't have a muddy beach at all. This is very clean sand. Our favorite are rocky beaches because then you don't get anything sandy. This is Tanner's setup. And then his camping setup. We started getting some firewood together. Got the kayaking chair. These are the wheels that we use. It breaks down decently small. That dry bag is a fire kit. That ice chest is just has gear in it. That's about 3 gallons of water. Those pool noodles we've got an idea. Tanner let me borrow one of his inflatable lights. The hat. There's a solar umbrella right there, and that has definitely saved my tush once or twice. My life vest. That's a who makes the seat? Sea to Surf? Surf to Summit. Tackle box, minimal tackle, 1 fishing pole, a collapsible. And then one of those 2 thermoses, one's hot, one's cold. And then my sleeping system is the bivy, the waterproof bivy with a piece of Tyvek, and then my winter sleep system, which is a 20-degree bag, or it's actually a quilt, and then the Xtherm. And then I've got the Nemo Philo Elite pillow, which is the 2-point-something ounce, almost 3-ounce pillow. The other Nemo is much more comfortable, but it's 10 ounces. All right, Tanner, what do you got here?
All right, so I got a military poncho I put down whenever it's like really sandy. Keeps all your gear pretty clean, so when you pack up, it doesn't take as long. I got the same cooler as you, the angle cooler, same wheels, same a lot of things. And then I have the Big Agnes UL1. And I find that it's kind of nice just to have a little bit of space, but it's kind of a pain to climb in and out this way. So sometimes I actually prefer the bivy. And I've been cold the past few nights, so who knows. And then I got a Big Agnes 15-degree bag. It's a little big for me, width-wise. And then I think it's, what is it, the AXL?
That's the axle insulated.
And then a Nemo Philo pillow. And I also run a silk liner in there so that I only have to wash that when I get home instead of the whole bag.
So you'll supplement with some smart wool underlayers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So smart wool base layer, and then I have alpaca socks on.
Alpaca my bags?
Yep. And alpaca jacket.
Uh-huh.
Alpaca everything. But then I got one of these cheap Marshalls double walls for like $8, and it works perfect.
Show your armrests.
Yeah, so I rock these two little fanny packs. I basically just tighten them up on the side of my kayak, and then it's just like a giant feed bag, so you can just pull from it. I have like pistachios in there, and figs, and dates, and honey, and tortillas, and everything that's caloric. And then let's see.
His new pole.
Yeah, it's an ugly stick heavy rod with a pen. I forget what they call this one.
It's this side over here, right? Oh no, it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's the one we're gonna catfish with.
I forget what the model is of this, but it's all waterproof, which is nice because it gets splashed a lot. And then I carry a second paddle. Instead of us both carrying like a little emergency paddle that wouldn't do much, I just carry a paddle that if I get too tired, I could switch to a smaller blade paddle for a while. But it also serves as an extra.
Extra paddle, yeah. And then my extra paddle is the collapsible Walmart yellow or orange one.
Just in case you break it.
Just an emergency if you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, because I think the shafts on ours are carbon, right?
Yeah.
So you could always snap it. Oh, and then I have that Sea Line seat pad. And if anyone ever gets this, it's the best thing I've ever bought. It's like $50, but it really works well. It's inflatable.
Is it wet?
It's not. So it really keeps you dry too.
Mm-hmm. Today was a much drier day.
Yeah.
No big cresting waves. So we'll have a little fire right here. Get that jet boil out and get something hot going. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna eat at a restaurant right down the road. But tonight, we're gonna howl at that. Right on the outskirts of civilization. The kayak we're using is the Ocean Kayak Prowler 13. And they're beautiful kayaks, but there's a design flaw. The handles are concaved out, and it creates like an alleyway of water, right? Mm-hmm. It's like a valley that the water all goes through. And we've been suffering with this. Well, not suffering, but dealing with this for 2 years now. On the ride down the river, I came up with an idea. Buy a pool noodle, engineer a plug, stuff it into there, and it turns out completely waterproof. He can actually trim that up a little bit to make it a little nicer. It's a pain to stuff them in there. But I've got them on my boat now. And I feel that is going to be a great, cheap upgrade. Tanner bought this pool noodle for $5. It's a copper cup. Doing its first burn. It's kind of funny, the paradox of old and then new. Oh shit, that's a video.